Niall Harbison was a tech entrepreneur battling addiction when he met a stray dog that changed his life. He founded Happy Doggo, a nonprofit that feeds, treats, and rehabilitates hundreds of dogs in Thailand. And now he's on a mission to save 10,000 dogs a month.
He's sharing his story in a new book, Tina, the Dog Who Changed the World. Niall joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys?
There are massive numbers of these dogs in Thailand. Why? Where did this come from?
Yeah, there's street dogs. I mean, people in the West might not be familiar, but there's 10 million street dogs in Thailand, just roaming the streets. A lot of Southeast Asia, actually. So my mission is to try and cut down the suffering of street dogs around the world.
So are you trying to get people in America and other countries to adopt the dogs? How does that work?
A little bit, but adoption's never going to fix it. So we've adopted out about 85 since I started, which is nice for those dogs, but we focus on sterilization, which is like neutering and spaying. So we fund the neutering and spaying of 7,000 dogs every month. So that's trying to cut the population down, and then we feed 1,200 every day.
Wow.
Wow, and how do you do that? Do you just have one giant farm, or how does that work?
Yeah, we have a part of the jungle, and we've built a kitchen there, and like we actually, the food is made with like rice and coconut oil and vegetables. So the dogs, I think sometimes the dogs get better fed than we do.
So do you round them up and bring them to the farm, or do you wander and find them where they are?
It's a bit hard to understand because the dogs, they're in the streets. So if you go to like a local store, there'll be 4 or 5 outside the store. There'll be 3 outside the bar. So I go to them. Those dogs that you can see on the screen are some of the ones that I feed every day. And no, I go on my little moped and do a little tour of the island and drop the food off.
So the name of the book is it's about Tina. Who's Tina?
So Tina's one I found on a chain. She was used for like backyard breeding. She was emaciated and she had a big tuft of hair, like you can see her on the screen. And I called her Tina Turner. Tina Turner because of the blonde hair. And she only lived 6 months, unfortunately. I built her back up and created some wonderful memories with her. But I got really bad news after about 4 months. The damage had been done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she inspired the rest of this for you.
Yeah, so when I buried her, I said, I just was holding her in my arms and she died. And I said, I'm going to go and change the world to create a legacy for you.
Yeah. What has this all done for you?
Oh, good question. I mean, I used to be an alcoholic and suffer from depression. I used to work actually in media, and I just wanted to get out of the rat race and the sort of, hamster wheel of life. So when I nearly died in hospital, all I could think of was my dog. So I said, if I do live through this and get sober, which I did, I would go and do something meaningful, which is the dogs.
Why didn't the government step in and do something about it? I mean, if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually a worldwide thing. It's not just Thailand. Like I've been in shelters this week a lot in America, like kill shelters. Like I wish there was more legislation, and that's our next step, is like education and legislation and trying to improve the welfare for dogs around the world, because there's 500 million of them in the world, street dogs. So my lifetime mission is to halve that number.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
What is it about dogs that you're so drawn to?
I think, like many people, it's just maybe their loyalty and they love living in the moment. So, we might be worrying about the weather or, the mortgage repayment or whatever is bothering us in our lives. Whereas the dogs just, if you're picking up the garbage or you're a CEO and you come home, doesn't matter who you are, the dog will jump up at you and think you're the best person in the world.
There's got to be something to this legacy of your addiction and this changing your life. Do you speak to people in the throes of addiction or depression and just finding a purpose of some sort? Was that a big thing for you?
Yeah, so I started saving the dogs, and I didn't realize, like I did a book signing in Chicago last night. There was a few hundred people there, and a lot of people came along who had, anxiety, depression, grief, addiction. It's, I think a lot of us humans have a big happy veil across our face, but we're carrying a lot behind the scenes. So I think they can relate to the book and the dogs, and I try and make it a little bit positive.
That's great.
Well, it's great to meet you. The book is Tina, the Dog Who Changed the World. You can get more on Niall's site and follow him on social media. Thanks so much for being here.
Niall.
Thanks for having me.